Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Night. A special welcome to those of you who are new here. Though the night might be long, dark, and scary, we will get through it together to see the sun rise. In this episode, I will be sharing with you a frightening, disturbing, and allegedly true Bigfoot or Yowie sighting submitted by a viewer. If you have a story and would like to share it in a future episode, whether you're from another country or from Australia, please submit it to my email, thelongnightmailbag@gmail.com, which is also contained in the description box for this video. I would love to share your story with everyone here on the channel. Moonlight is burning, guys, so let's get into this sighting. I will narrate it for you, and then discuss it at the end of the video. Please check out the timestamps in the description box for more information. Okay, let's go. The Australian jungle holds a wealth of secrets, a vibrant tapestry of life interwoven with a sense of mystery and danger. Among the many creatures that call this land home are tales of the Yowie, a legendary beast said to roam the dense undergrowth, cloaked in shadow and shrouded in legend. This report documents the harrowing encounter of Sarah and John, a young couple who found themselves face to face with a Yowie in the heart of Far North Queensland, the humid darkness serving as a backdrop for a chilling display of primal power. Hi, The Long Night. My name is Sarah. Around a year ago, myself and my husband John purchased a house located in the rainforests just outside of Cairns. We had been saving up to buy a house for some time, and as a young couple in today's economy, we found it difficult to purchase something affordable closer to town. As such, we jumped at the opportunity to buy a large home for a great price in a beautiful location. We loved the outdoors and thought it would be a fantastic opportunity to reconnect with nature. Looking back on it, it all made sense as to why the house was so cheap. We had only met the seller a few times, but he always seemed sheepish and eager to leave the property as soon as possible. We enjoyed several months of tranquility at the house, long afternoons of hiking along the walking trails and enjoying the sounds of bird life in the morning and late afternoons. However, that all changed on a day in late October. The shadows of the jungle held their breath as I crept through the undergrowth, the air thick and heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Every creak of a branch, every rustle of leaves, sent shivers down my spine. Something in the undergrowth was whispering, but it sounded like it was coming from a human. The walking trails on this property were private, so it was possible that it could have been a person. But even if it was a person, they would have to have been deranged to be doing something like this. John was equally on edge. We'd heard the stories, the chilling tales of a large, hairy creature that roamed the dense foliage. Something of legend known as the Yowie. Back then we dismissed it as mere folklore, a campfire story told by parents to scare children. But now, surrounded by the oppressive silence of the jungle, those stories felt eerily real. The first sign came suddenly, a fleeting glimpse of something moving in the dense undergrowth, a shadow that vanished before I could fully focus on it. It was enormous, but moved briskly and silently through the jungle. John and I were completely unnerved, and we cut our hike short to return to the relative safety of the house. Over the next couple of days, we discovered footprints on the perimeter of the yard just before the tree line. Large, unmistakable, imprinted in the damp earth around our house. The Yowie, once a figment of our imaginations, was becoming a tangible threat. Then, the night John and I refer to as the growling arrived, like a predator stalking its prey. A low, guttural growl vibrated through the air, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. It was a sound that spoke of an ancient power and a hunger that knew no bounds. As the night wore on, the growls grew louder, closer, a chilling serenade that resonated through the very core of our being. John and I barricaded ourselves inside of our house, the walls offering a comparatively fragile barrier against the unseen terror. Unfortunately, it wouldn't remain unseen for long. Through the kitchen window we saw two red eyes, reflecting from our torches, coming from the tree line, piercing our souls. Then, the creature started pelting the house with rocks. Each thud of rock against the roof was a hammer blow against our sanity. Sleep was impossible, our hearts pounding in our chests as we waited for the inevitable attack. We thought that this thing would barge through the back door at any moment. We armed ourselves with kitchen knives and cricket bats, but we knew that they would be futile against a being of this immeasurable size. Dawn eventually arrived, painting the sky with streaks of orange and pink, but the light brought us no comfort. The evidence of the Yowie's presence surrounded us: the scattered rocks, the deep gouges in the earth, and the oppressive silence that was heavier than any sound. We knew that we couldn't stay here. The fear that had been simmering within us had boiled over, driving us to flee the jungle and the Yowie. We packed our belongings in a frenzy, the silence broken only by our hurried movements and the ragged gasps of our fear. As we drove away, the jungle seemed to close in behind us, a dark and menacing presence. The image of the Yowie's glowing red eyes burned itself into my mind, a constant reminder of the night where we were stalked by a creature of nightmares. We stayed with John's parents for a few nights. John eventually returned to the house with his brother and his friends, and they brought firearms with them. They completed packing our belongings without incident, but did notice more footprints crisscrossing the yard. We are currently living with John's parents while paying off the mortgage on the property. Hopefully we'll have enough equity soon to be able to try and sell it off. It will be difficult to find someone willing to live there though. I don't want to have to lie to get rid of the place, so hopefully a prospective buyer will be of a skeptical nature, and maybe the Yowie has moved on to a different area. Though we had escaped the Yowie's physical clutches that day, the psychological scars run deep. The memory of the encounter will forever haunt us, a chilling reminder of the unseen dangers that lurk within the depths of the Australian wilderness. The jungle holds many secrets, and we were mere trespassers in its domain. I can only warn people that these things are out there. If you're planning on going bush or into the jungle, just remember to be prepared for what you might encounter. Hi, back to me again. Sarah's detailed account of her encounter with the Yowie in the Queensland rainforest offers a unique and compelling perspective. Her vivid narration provides valuable insights into the nature and behavior of this elusive animal, as well as the profound psychological impact such an experience can have. Evidence supporting the existence of the Yowie is interwoven throughout Sarah's account. The large, unmistakable footprints she describes witnessing, discovered both near her house and deep within the undergrowth, align with other reported sightings of the creature. These footprints are often described as being significantly larger than human footprints, with a mid-tarsal break and dermal ridges. Experts on the matter report that Yowie or Bigfoot feet are as flexible as human hands and have such unique characteristics that distinguish them from our own. I have asked Sarah if anyone was able to take photographs of the footprints. I am currently awaiting a response. Another element common to Yowie reports is present in Sarah's description of the low, guttural growls emanating from the forest. These deep, powerful vocalizations are unlike any animal sound she has ever heard before, further fueling the mystery and fear surrounding the creatures. Certain animals, such as tree kangaroos, koalas, and wallabies, can produce deep, guttural groans. However, the nature of the sounds Sarah describes do not sound as though they were made by standard Australian fauna. People often say that you know it when you hear a Yowie or a Bigfoot, and I'm compelled to believe that that is the case here. Sarah's account also includes a unique and unsettling detail not typically associated with animal behavior, that being the Yowie pelting the house with rocks. This suggests a level of intelligence and aggression rarely observed in the natural world, adding another layer of intrigue to the Yowie's already enigmatic persona. Certain primates and apes have been observed exhibiting this behavior, and it has been scientifically documented. Yowies are rarely reported as being overtly hostile, rather resorting to such displays of intimidation intended on forcing people to vacate an area they want them gone from. Therefore, rock throwing has been reported both with Yowies and Bigfoot in America. Sarah's description of the Yowie's glowing red eyes adds a chilling element to this encounter and aligns with some Yowie legends. These legends depict the creature with mesmerizing red eyes capable of hypnotizing or paralyzing its victims, enhancing the terrifying image that Sarah presents. This effect could be produced through the eyes or through infrasound. In Tribal Bigfoot, David Paulides includes a sighting where the witness observed a number of deer following a Bigfoot in a trance-like state. It is speculated by some researchers that Bigfoot have an ability to mesmerize or hypnotize creatures for their own ends. The explanations for this behavior could be to pacify potential prey items or to calm people down during a sighting to prevent them from behaving aggressively towards the Yowie or Bigfoot. On the other side of the coin, many people report feelings of intense fear, disorientation, or confusion during a Yowie encounter or sighting. A surprising number of animals can use infrasound, which are sound waves with frequencies below the human hearing range of 20 Hz. For example, tigers vocalize using infrasonic roars to attract mates and to warn rivals to vacate their territory. The physiological effects of infrasound on humans is not entirely understood. However, it is speculated that infrasound can stimulate the vestibular system, which controls balance and spatial orientation. This can lead to feelings of nausea, dizziness, and disorientation. Additionally, infrasound exposure has been linked to increased anxiety and stress levels in some studies. This phenomenon might explain why people report feelings of nausea, dizziness, or high anxiety in instances of suspected Yowie activity, even without actually observing the creatures. Beyond the individual impact, Sarah's story contributes significantly to the expanding body of evidence suggesting the Yowie's existence. Her detailed descriptions, coupled with their consistency with other reported sightings, lend weight to the claims of those who believe in this creature. Additionally, her experience serves as a stark reminder to those who venture out into the wilderness, urging them to be mindful of the potential dangers that may lurk unseen on the peripheries of our vision and even perhaps of reality itself. Thanks for listening to this creepy and allegedly true Yowie or Bigfoot sighting. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, it helps me out so much. The more likes this video gets, the more YouTube promotes the video to new viewers. I would also be very appreciative if you left a comment down below. I love to read your comments, and it also helps out the video a lot in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. It really does mean a lot to me, and I couldn't do the work that I do without your viewership and support. If you have a story that you would like to submit and potentially have shared in a future episode, please be sure to email it to me at thelongnightmailbag@gmail.com. I would love to share your stories with the audience for a fresh spook. I'll see you all soon with another creepy video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and smash that like button, and I'll get back to you real soon with another episode. Enjoy your night, guys.